Hey artists, today we're going to draw some popcorn. So if you want to grab your pencil, your eraser, some watercolor paper, a Sharpie, watercolor paints, paintbrushes, water, and also a paper towel, we can go ahead and get started. Make sure that you have watercolor paper for this project for the blending of the paint, and also make sure you have a Sharpie so that it doesn't bleed when you add the water. Alright, we're going to go ahead with our pencil and get started. So we're going to start with this line that comes down. Not perfectly straight, we want it to kind of curve in a little bit like this. Okay, we're going to add a line then on this side as well. And again, this one's going to tilt in just like this, kind of go toward this first line that we did. We're going to round this bottom a little bit like this and connect these 2 points. I might even make this a little bit bigger on the bottom there, like this. Okay, all right, we're going to go ahead and add this line on this side. So this one's going to kind of follow this line. We're going to kind of keep them similar in size from this spot to this spot, and then we're going to connect these 2 points like this. We're going to draw a couple curved lines like this the whole way across the top of the popcorn bag. Try to keep them the same size. You can go back and fix them if you need to, like that. And then we're going to draw some this way. These couple you want to kind of go upward just a little bit, like that. All right, we're going to go ahead and draw a line across to make this part of the bag. So we're going to try to keep it in line with those kind of bunny hop looking lines there, and the same with this line here. And then on the bottom, do a similar line to this one, and then a similar line to this one like this. All right, we're going to go ahead and start our words. So for the P in pop, we're going to draw a line down, go around like this, down, and then connect. We're going to draw that little spot in there. An O is the easy one, just a circle inside of a circle. We're going to do another P just like we did that last one. Okay, and then we're going to do the corn. So we're going to make a C shape, and then we're going to make another C shape on the inside of that C shape, and then connect them like that. An O, an R, this, and then an N. Okay. All right, we're going to draw some lines coming down now from these points that you did, just like that. Now for here, we want to make them the same amount of lines. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. Yours might be different than mine, so just make sure. So I'm going to try to do my 4 lines evenly spaced at the bottom. So when I go to paint, they can be lined up. Oh, I only added 3. Whoops. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Okay, and then for this one I have 2 lines coming down, so I'm going to add those 2 lines. All right, we're going to add some popcorn now. So we're going to start just making a couple bumps. So that piece of popcorn has 2 bumps. This one's going to have 3. We can do some kind of lines like this, add some just different ones, and then we're going to start layering them so that it looks like the popcorn stacked on top of each other. Your popcorn's just kind of squiggly lines, not really popcorn shaped. So for these at the bottom, we're just going to kind of draw some silly little squiggly shapes. That one kind of looks like a star that I just made, just like this. For this one, I had a little bump here like that. You can do that with some of your popcorn too, like this. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take our Sharpie and we're going to go over all those lines. We're going to try to make these ones on the outside of this bag a little thicker, and also the ones here on the top layer of this bag, you could make a little thicker too. That just gives it more dimension, and so you can tell what goes where. So I'm going to go ahead and start sketching over that. You can fix any mistakes as you're doing this, and then we will start painting when we're done. Okay, I think I'm done with my marker, so I'm going to go ahead and take my eraser and erase all those pencil marks that I made. Alright, now I'm going to grab my paintbrush and my paper towel. I'm going to go ahead and start with the yellow of the popcorn. So I'm just going to grab some of that yellow, and I'm going to start here at the base of this popcorn like this, where it's closest to the bag. Just like that. Then I'm going to take some of that yellow, and I'm going to go in here where there's popcorn behind other popcorn. So you want to follow those lines with your paintbrush and your yellow. That's where it would be the darkest. Then you're going to take some water, and you're just going to move some of that paint around. It doesn't even all need to be yellow. Some of it can be white. And that's it. We're just going to let it be like that. We're not going to mess around with it too much. That gives it a lot of dimension when you have some white in there. And then we're going to do these pieces down here. So you can take your yellow and go near the bottom. Just kind of move it around in there. Again, it doesn't need to be all yellow. It can have some white. Just like that. And then we're going to do this yellow part of the popcorn bucket or bag. So you can see on this one here, I have this side a lot darker than this side. So we're gonna start here on this side where the words are, and we're gonna make this a little bit lighter. So we're just gonna fill it in with our paintbrush and water here a little bit. I'm just gonna do this top portion first, and then I'm gonna grab a little paint and start painting that and moving it around. Again, you don't want to add too much where you're not going to be able to get this side darker. So you can just pull that down, add more paint as you need more. Don't forget to fill in these parts of the letters that have holes in them. Okay, I'm just finishing this up. Okay, and now I'm going to start on this other side. I'm going to go ahead and make that wet. I'm going to grab some yellow. We're going to add more paint to this side so that it's darker. That gives it the 3D look where it looks like there's more of a shadow on this side than the front side. Okay, just like that. All right, now I'm going to go and grab some red. We're going to start on these stripes. So we're just going to fill those in. While we're filling in, we want to try to make this side lighter again than this side with the red. You can see this red is much darker than this side. So we're not going to make this quite as red on this side. You don't want it to look pink though. So just keep that in mind when you're adding the paint to it. So about that color. You can just go ahead, make sure to skip one to leave white. And I'm on my third one now, just filling those in. Good. Okay, now we're going to go to this other side, and I'm going to fill this one in a little darker. Again, don't forget to skip a spot. Just like that. Now I didn't do this with this one over here, but you can also, where there's white on this side, you can add just a tiny bit of gray to give it kind of a shadow look. You can see that that makes it look a little more 3D, makes this side look a little more like it has a shadow, like that. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead with my red and fill in the words. The word popcorn. If you want to add some shadow to this, you can, but you don't have to. I didn't really add much shadow to mine. Oops. Brush went flying there. All right, one more letter. Okay, I think I'm done with my popcorn. If you want to paint with me again soon, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also check out the links in the description and see what other fun things that you might enjoy. I hope to paint again with you soon. See you next time. Bye.